Today we're diving deep into the refreshing world of mint. This aromatic herb is a staple in kitchens worldwide, adding a burst of flavor to everything from summer drinks to savory dishes. In this video, I want to give you my 5 top tips on how to grow a ton of mint in just one container. So if you're ready to transform your green thumb game and have an abundance of mint at your fingertips, then keep watching. Alright, let's kick things off with the first tip: location and containment. When it comes to growing mint, the location you choose and how you contain it can make all the difference. Mint is a wonderful herb, known for its refreshing aroma and flavor, but it has a tendency to spread aggressively if not properly managed. Now, mint is a bit of a runner, literally. These runners are essentially underground stems that can sprout new plants at various points. This means that if left unchecked, mint can quickly take over a garden bed, crowding out other plants and becoming quite a nuisance. It spreads through these things called runners, which are like underground stems that pop up new plants. These runners can travel quite a distance underground before emerging, making it difficult to control the spread of mint if it's planted directly in the ground. You don't want mint taking over your entire garden. It can become a real headache, overshadowing other plants and taking up valuable space. This is why it's crucial to think about containment right from the start. I learned that the hard way. My first attempt at growing mint ended with it spreading everywhere, and I had to spend a lot of time and effort to get it back under control. So, take it from me, containment is key. To avoid a mint invasion, it's best to grow your mint in a contained environment. This could be a large pot, which prevents the runners from spreading beyond the confines of the container. Alternatively, you can use a raised bed with barriers to keep the mint in check. A large pot, a raised bed, or even a dedicated section of your garden works perfectly. The key is to ensure that the mint has its own space where it can thrive without encroaching on other plants. Or even a dedicated section of your garden works perfectly. You can create a designated area just for mint using physical barriers like edging or underground blockers to prevent the runners from spreading. When it comes to sunlight, mint's pretty versatile. It enjoys a good dose of sunshine but can also handle some shade, especially in hotter climates. This adaptability makes it easier to find a suitable spot in your garden. It enjoys a good dose of sunshine but can also handle some shade, especially in hotter climates. In fact, in very hot regions, a bit of afternoon shade can help prevent the mint from getting scorched and keep it looking lush and healthy. So, find a spot that gets a good mix of both, and you're good to go. With the right location and proper containment, you'll be able to enjoy a bountiful supply of mint without it taking over your garden. Happy gardening! Now let's talk about pruning, which is essential for keeping your mint plant happy and productive. Pruning is a simple yet crucial task that can make a world of difference in the health and yield of your mint. By regularly pruning, you not only keep the plant looking neat and tidy, but also encourage it to grow more vigorously. Pruning is like giving your mint a haircut, encouraging it to grow bushier and produce those tender, flavorful leaves we all love. When you prune, you're essentially telling the plant to focus its energy on producing new growth, which results in a fuller, more productive plant. This is especially important for mint, which can become leggy and sparse if not properly maintained. Throughout the growing season, the best way to prune is to simply harvest what you need. This method of pruning is not only practical but also ensures that you're always using the freshest leaves. Regular harvesting prevents the plant from becoming overgrown and encourages continuous new growth. Snip off those stems for your mojitos and teas, and your plant will thank you. By regularly cutting back the stems, you prevent the plant from flowering and going to seed, which can reduce the quality and flavor of the leaves. Plus, who doesn't love a fresh mint mojito or a soothing mint tea? If you're not using a ton of mint, give it a trim every few weeks just to keep things tidy. Even if you don't need the leaves right away, trimming the plant helps maintain its shape and prevents it from becoming too woody or unruly. This occasional maintenance is key to a healthy, thriving mint plant. And when winter rolls around and the plant goes dormant, that's the perfect time for a serious haircut. During this period, the plant's growth slows down, making it an ideal time to cut back more aggressively. This prepares the plant for a burst of new growth in the spring. Cut it back almost to the soil level, removing any woody stems. This deep pruning helps rejuvenate the plant, ensuring that it comes back strong and healthy when the weather warms up. Removing the older, woody stems allows the plant to focus its energy on producing new, tender shoots. This encourages fresh, vigorous growth come springtime. By taking the time to prune your mint properly, You're setting the stage for a bountiful harvest of fragrant, flavorful leaves that you can enjoy all season long. So grab your scissors and give your mint the care it deserves. Feeding your mint. All right. Tip number 3 is all about giving your mint the nutrients it needs to thrive. Fertilizer. Now, mint isn't a super demanding plant, but it does appreciate a little boost now and then. I recommend using a good quality organic fertilizer, either store-bought or something natural like composted chicken manure. The key here is to avoid over-fertilizing, which can actually harm your plant. Once or twice a year is plenty, ideally towards the end of the dormant season or just as new growth starts to appear. When you do fertilize, sprinkle it around the base of the plant, avoiding direct contact with the leaves, and always water well after fertilizing to help those nutrients soak in. Quenching mint's thirst. Tip number 4 is all about keeping your mint properly hydrated. Mint loves a good drink, especially when it's growing in containers or well-draining soil. A good rule of thumb is to water your mint at least twice a week or whenever the top inch or two of soil feels dry to the touch. Now, the exact watering frequency will depend on factors like your climate, pot size, and soil type. So, it's always best to check the soil moisture regularly and adjust your watering accordingly. Remember, it's better to underwater than overwater, as soggy soil can lead to root rot and other problems. Natural pest control. All right, let's wrap things up with tip number 5, which is all about keeping those pesky pests at bay. When it comes to growing mint, one of the most delightful aspects is its natural resilience. Mint is a hardy plant that can thrive in various conditions, making it a favorite among gardeners. Now, the beauty of growing mint is that it's naturally quite resistant to pests and diseases. This means that in most cases you won't have to worry too much about your mint plants being overrun by unwanted critters. However, like any plant, mint isn't entirely immune to pest problems, but you might encounter a few unwanted visitors from time to time. Common pests that might target your mint include aphids, spider mites, and whiteflies. These pests can cause damage to the leaves and stunt the growth of your plants if not managed properly. The good news is that you don't need to resort to harsh chemicals to keep them in check. There are several natural methods you can use to protect your mint plants. For instance, introducing beneficial insects like ladybugs and lacewings can help control pest populations. These insects prey on common mint pests and can be a great addition to your garden. Regular pruning, as we discussed earlier, helps to improve air circulation and prevent fungal diseases. By keeping your mint plants well maintained, you create an environment that's less hospitable to pests. Pruning also encourages new growth, ensuring that your mint remains lush and vibrant. And if you do spot any pests, simply pick them off by hand or use a gentle blast of water to dislodge them. Hand picking is an effective and immediate way to deal with small infestations. For larger infestations, a strong spray of water can help remove pests without harming the plant. Remember, we're going for fresh, flavorful mint here, so it's best to avoid using any pesticides or herbicides. These chemicals can not only affect the taste of your mint, but also harm beneficial insects and the overall health of your garden. By using natural pest control methods, you can enjoy a bountiful harvest of mint that's both delicious and safe. So that's it. Those are my 5 top tips on how to grow a ton of mint in just one container location and contain pruning, fertilizer, water, and pests. If you do all those 5 things right, you will grow a ton of mint just like this. In the comments section below, leave your favorite way of using mint. I look forward to reading them. Thanks a lot for watching.